This wonderful story of the forgiving father, or sometimes also called the prodigal son, makes all of us think about the tensions in our own family. But also for me, I reflect as I get older on the gratuitousness of life, of how my parents did so much in raising a family of 9 children on a letter carrier's salary. We took so much for granted. There was always food on the table, clothes on our back. We were able to go to school. We had things set out for us every day as though it was natural. And as I get older, I have a real sense of gratitude because it was easy for us in the younger years to take things for granted. But also, I'm impressed by how interconnected all of our lives are by the deeds of others. There were janitors who cleaned the school in the morning. There were people who drove buses, folks who made sure that society worked hard. It's a reminder as we look upon our own families how there is really an ecosystem of collaboration, a connectedness among ourselves that so often we take for granted. And so it's important for us to keep that in mind as we proceed through this season of Lent, that one of the virtues, one of the spirits that should be cultivated in our hearts is that which is filled with gratitude for how much has been given to us that we should never take for granted. And that also, I think, has an impact on how we look at our planet and our world, how we look at the environment, how interconnected all of the ecosystems are in which God has given us so much in order to thrive, to flourish in life. And we should never take that for granted. But all of that comes back to what we appreciate about our families, about what we learned in our families, of how things have been provided for us, and also how interconnected we are. The people of Israel found that out very quickly as they went from the desert into the Promised Land. For the first meals that they had, that they celebrated, was already from the fruits of the land that was already cultivated by others. They walked into a promised land where everything had been so prepared. So as we continue in this season of Lent, let's look at an opportunity for us to really be attentive to the interconnectedness in our world, but also how each one of us have been gifted with so much by our parents, never taking anything for granted. The Holy Father, in his encyclical about the planet, the good of creation, makes that connection about what we learn in our families and what we should appreciate about creation. This is how he puts it. In the family, we first learn how to show love and respect for life. We are taught the proper use of things, order, cleanliness. In the family, we learn to ask without demanding, to say thank you as an expression of genuine gratitude for what we have been given, to control our aggressivity and our greed, and to ask forgiveness when we have caused harm. These simple gestures of heartfelt courtesy help to create a culture of shared life and respect of our surroundings. I think that's a great message for us to hear in this Lenten season, to be grateful for how our parents and our families did so much for us to make us who we are today, but also to treasure the fact that we're all interconnected in this world in caring for creation and caring for each other.